Well, good day, tubes. How's it going? I guess I should take this brace inside. Pretty good here. We're just gonna go in here and see how much power this light used overnight. One complete night. Okay, we'll have to go up on the scaffolding here again. And I think we're gonna maybe try to fire up this little outboard without any water, just briefly, just to see if it'll actually fire up. I got a what do you call it? I'm gonna turn this light on here too. I've got a barrel. I just need to get it up here, get the top sawn off it. I don't think we're gonna get into that today, but ooh, geez. Maybe we'll lock this one too. Yeah, so I got to get the barrel. It's just a plastic barrel. I should probably put this other brace back on this other side too here. Plastic barrel. And we'll cut the top off, put some water in. I got to bring water up for it. Okay, let's see. You guys may not be able to see. So we're still as we were for, geez, I can't see either. Give me a sec here. Oh, that doesn't help much. We're still volts. It's a bit higher now. 119. 0.32 amps. We're 36 watts. And we've actually used 0.83 kilowatt hours, so almost 1 kilowatt hour. So I have pulled up here our hydro bill, and I'll explain this on peak, mid peak, off peak crap. This is how they bill us here in Canada. It's kind of stupid. Let me just wind this chain up here. Just give me 1 sec. Yeah, it's kind of stupid how they do it to us here. It's not just one rate all day, which, oh my goodness, which to me would totally make sense, but no, it doesn't. Anyways, so we have, so this is July 31st to August 30th. This is kind of what we used. This isn't the whole entire bill. It just kind of shows you what we used per the peak hour. Well, it does tell us what we used, yeah. So from July 31st to August 30th, so almost a month. On peak, we used 316.29 kilowatt hours at 15.8 cents per kilowatt hour, so that's $50. Mid-peak, I'll go through the timing here too. So mid-peak, 262.52 kilowatt hours at 12.2, so it goes down a little bit, not a whole lot. And then off-peak was actually the most, 970. My wife's really good at, okay, we can't, do it at this time, washing machine or dryer or whatever. 978.95 kilowatt hours at 7.6 cents per kilowatt hour. So it's quite a bit more, but then it's also quite a bit more at $74.40. So I don't know. Does it really make a difference? I guess from 7.6 to 15.8. Now, when we first moved here, I think it was one rate, and it was 4.5 cents per kilowatt hour. So this thing here has almost used 1 kilowatt hour. Now you can't really tell how much money that's used because it's gone through the whole entire day here. So you'd have to break it up through all this crap. But anyways, so time of use periods. So weekday summer, May 1st to October 31st from 7 a.m. to 11 is mid-peak. So you're 12.2. So 7 a.m. you're waking up, making coffee, having toast, whatever. You're at that 12.2 cents per kilowatt till 11 a.m. Then you go to the on-peak, which goes up to 15.8. So that really scams you, because that's like business time for people from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. when something would close, Well, not really 11, but, that's like right through the day when everybody's going to be using lots of power. So it's like scam. And then we got from 5 to 7 p.m. So you're making dinner, you're on a mid peak. So that's kind of nice. And then from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. is the low rate, 7.6. So that's not bad. Weekends and statutory holidays, so like a long weekend or something, all year is, so the weekends are just the off peak. So you're 7.6 for all weekend. That's kind of nice. So winter, weekday winter, so from November 1st to the 30th, from 7 a.m. till 11, you're the high rate, 15.8. And from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., you're the mid. So it's kind of like reversed of everything from that to summer. It's really weird, you know, because 11 a.m. to 5, you're going to be just cranking that air conditioner too, right? But this time of day, unless you're electric heat, but so yeah. And then dinner time, they nail you at dinner from 5 to 7 p.m. at high rate. It's like, come on, guys. And then 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. is low peak, low rate again. So yeah, this thing hasn't burnt up too much. That's one light. So if we do, just say if I left it on for one whole day and all 12 lights, 0.83. Oh, 0.83. Oh my gosh, 3 times 12. So it would have burned up 9.96, almost 10 kilowatt hours. So even these things being LEDs, they still burn up a little bit. They're not hot, but there's a little bit of warmth there. What other things we got here? Hertz, we got 59.9, that's good. So yeah, watts 335, amps 0.32. I'm surprised it uses that much amperage. And volts, of course, we've got a 120, 119.8. So yeah, amps. So yeah, we're almost one day. We're 23 hours and 7 minutes now. Okay. Okay, so now let's just see here. Amps, if we unplug this, it should go to 0. Yeah. Well, 0, but this thing draws a little bit too, I guess. Watts is 0. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. That's a neat little device. I kind of like that. It works good. But it does work good, you know, like if you got an old fridge or something, or an old freezer, you want to know what's going on with it. Should I replace this thing? Is it eating power like crazy, which most of the old ones do? Do-do. 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 Whoa, do-do. I think I probably should put this. Oh. Why is that like that? That's kind of scary weird. I never did that. That's Someone's trying to kill me. Trying to kill me, man. Okay. These are sometimes hard to get lined up here, but we'll try our best. Oh, nope, screwed up already. This has to go up. Hang on, guys, I'm fighting it here. Ooh. That's good there. Let me just climb up here and hopefully that doesn't fall off and kill us again. Shouldn't go too super far. I'll tell you, while we're doing this, I'll tell you a story. Working at the rental, people would rent scaffolding for like drywalling or stuff like that. And I'll tell you what, man, that sucked when they did that, because our painting, oh my God. They made such a complete mess of this stuff. It was such a big job to clean it, especially the paint, drywall. They just get drywall mud all over everything. Painting was, I think, one of the worst ones though. Okay, yes. Let's get this feller pushed back out of the way here again. We're just gonna get this thing hooked up to the fuel. Gotta get this thing pushed out of the way because I have to get the bike out here in a few minutes and tour around. Just barely fits under there. Okay, so we're gonna, oh, I need this thing too. I wonder if we should pressurize this thing before we put this bucket on it. Okay, slowly but surely figuring things out here. And I'm willing to bet we're definitely probably gonna have a fuel system problem here. Hopefully this is enough. This thing's about to there. That should be enough. It's probably never seen two-stroke gas in this thing, but here we go. And I just want to see if this thing will even just fire. I don't know whether it's going to do anything. I'm willing to bet the fuel system's all mucked up on it. And I'm just kind of hoping that it's not, but come on, baby. Filler. Filler. So I gotta soon start working on plastic. I should have took that light down while I was up there, but I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have to clean some of this crap out of here, I think, and move it somewhere else so I can just move that scaffolding freely around. I never did actually, I guess there would be a tube from here down into the tank. I never actually looked. It'd have to be drawing it from the bottom, I would think, or near the bottom. We'll use all this, might as well. We're not gonna run it that long though, of course, until it's into a bucket. I just don't want to see if it'll just fire more than anything, if it's getting fuel through it or not. You know, it might not be. Well, that's, I think, pretty much the end of that there, bud. Empty tank. I'll screw this guy on and just make sure that the little vent's open. And we'll just maybe, oh, there isn't a lot in there, but I guess you could pretty much run this right to the end, you know. Just have to make ourselves some room. I'm still wondering about this this thing, if the propane was no good. I don't know. Okay, she's locked in. Sweet. Now we just got to pump. Make sure we're going the right way here. Yeah. Feel fuel in there. Supposed to pump these until they're hard. Oh, geez, she's squirting out gas somewhere. I don't know if that was so good. Okay. Something squirted fuel right out here. Maybe that's good or not. I don't know. Okay, she's got fuel. Gonna that or it's probably gonna catch on fire. I don't know if that was such a good thing. Pretty sure that those things are just supposed to prime hard. And how am I going to shut this off? I guess just turn the choke back on. Oh crap. I just think that's the fastest I've ever put that top back on there. Now choke is on there. Okay. I think it's going to start. Sure. Okay, we're on start there. Let's see. Holy shit balls! We need. Can't believe that actually ran. Holy crap! That's unfreaking believable. try it again. Go back to start. Oh, she might need more choke. Well, it did run. We're wide open. Sorry for the flinging, guys. Might have flooded it, shutting it off. Like that. Well, it did start. I think it'll go again. I'm gonna have to put you guys down because that's not very nice for you guys. There you go, you'll be more better there. She's definitely got too much fuel. Maybe we better see what's going on under here. I don't know, but she's dripping pretty hard there. Something's probably got a hole in it. Well, hopefully we can keep the fire contained or just drag the dang thing outside. She's streaming fuel. Maybe we better not do that. Okay. She's streaming fuel from somewhere. Unfortunately, with these stupid covers on, you'll never tell from where. But it was coming out like shooting out the back here, and I just don't really know why. Right down in here somewhere. Oh, I can't really see down there too well. That's part of the ooh, she's really streaming fuel. That's probably not a good thing. Hey Siri, turn off torch.
Okay, I turned flashlight off.
Let me just dabble a bit of this stuff down here. Now, there's a little hole down here, and it seemed to be like it was streaming out of that, and it's kind of on the back of the carburetor. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that in there, probably not. But anyways, this feller here, there's a little hole in the back. It seemed to be like really streaming out of there real good. That's interesting. I don't know why. And I kind of think I should probably have this door open. Let's open the door quick here. And we should be clear of that. Okay. Yeah, really streaming. And it's not streaming. Oh, let's put you back up here for a second. We'll just hook this feller back up. So I'm kind of wondering if the fuel tank... Hey Siri, turn off torch. Hey Siri, frickin' wake up, turn off torch.
Okay, I turned flashlight off.
Jeez. I kind of wonder if this should be down on the ground here, because they're usually lower, right? Okay. Let's try her again here, maybe. At least we know the fuel's flowing. I just hope she don't catch fire. Because I don't have a extinguisher right handy here. I just want to see if it'll start and run again briefly. Probably should do that out of water. Okay, don't want to run it much more than that. Wanted to kind of run the fuel out of it again, but I guess better not. Now it didn't seem to be screaming there. Oh yeah, that don't take too long to warm up. Yeah, that's pretty darn warm already. Wow, that didn't take long. Okay. I don't know what the screaming was, because when it was running there, it wasn't doing that. It seemed okay. So, it might have been just because the tank was too high. I'm kind of wondering now. Look at that, free cleaning. Now these things I do believe have, maybe not this old type of one, should have an overheat thing that it'll brrr the ignition off, you know, when it's getting too hot. That's actually seriously pretty warm already. I'm glad I didn't really run it too long, much longer than that. Oh yeah, that didn't take very long at all to warm up. Wowee. All right, look at that. She actually ran. That old shitty Bosch spark plug too. Wow. Unbelievable. So now we got to get a bucket of water, and we'll see if the frickin' intake is sucking anything. And I can't remember now offhand where. Somewhere here there should be an intake. I think that's for filling up the gearbox. Checking the level. Oh, maybe there it sucks the water in. Or not, I can't remember now. Anyways, wow. Yeah, I shouldn't run it much longer than that without water. Yeah, where the heck was the intake for this thing? I know it comes out somewhere back here, I think. It pukes it out the back here and then... Yeah, it comes out the back there. But it's got to suck it in somewhere that's going to be down in the water. Maybe it's right in here. No, I don't think so. It's maybe under there though. I don't know, don't remember. But we'll see if it'll suck water. I kind of wonder if maybe the problem, well, this problem with the gasket, which looks like that held up good. Problem with that and the maybe it was not sucking enough water through and was overheating and kind of killing the spark, so it kind of killed it, put it in like a limp mode almost. Because I remember running it and it was running good, and all of a sudden it started running weird. And I think it needs an impeller put in it, which I believe is somewhere down in here. I just can't remember now. It's a fair job to put that in, because there's a big shaft that's going to run down here and then out, right? Sweet! It actually ran. I can hardly believe that. Now it's really smoky in here though. Holy crap. No wind out here, but look at that. We made smoke. We actually made smoke in the new shop. Hard to believe. Awesome. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. That actually seemed like it, oh, leaking here a bit. Geez, bud. That actually seemed like it sort of ran good. I don't know why it was puking all the fuel out though. It's like this float was stuck. And then it finally cleared itself out and away she went. I think that's a jet there. So, but man, it didn't seem to need anything done on the inside. And a fuel pump, which is here. Gets pressure off of the engine here. Pump, 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 pump. Worked good. And boom, away she went. I'm pretty happy with that. That was a little bit of a project too, wasn't it, that one? But hey, now we just need a lake and a boat. I have a boat, just no lake. But that I can take this in. Anyways, I got the pond at the Hunters and Anglers, but I kind of don't think they'd like that, especially this leaky freaking thing in their pond killing all the fish. And I do have a boater's license. You have to have that now in Ontario here to freaking run a boat in water. Ontario boating license, or whatever it's called. I do have one of them, but I don't know where it is. It's been a long time since I looked at it, so put it somewhere. But hopefully that didn't get too scorchy hot. It was getting pretty warm there. This must be the exhaust side here. That's why this side's so hot. It's coming out here and then exiting somewhere. Right there, maybe. Yep. I think. Maybe it was coming out there too. I don't know. But it's all pretty warm around here, so it must come down through here and then out the back here. Just mixes with the water, I guess, and then into the lake, right? But geez, yeah, that I don't think I'd feel safe in there in the lake with that though. I can't take it in our lake here because it's all electrics only. It's always been like that here, so they don't like anything fun. But the idle seemed a little high to me though, and I think you can adjust that with this screw right here. I don't know if I can get you a better light. Yeah, I can adjust it with that. That should be the lowest idle there, but you could back that out maybe a bit more and then it would We'll maybe mess with it when I get it into a bucket of water and it can actually run for a bit. And then I'd feel better unhooking the hose and just letting it run, suck it right out. It'll leave a bit of that fuel residue in there, which maybe that's what saved that. That could totally possibly be being that's still oil. I don't know, there's something about it. There's some kind of what do you call it, preservative in it. It somehow keeps the rubbers and stuff good, and I can't believe, because there'd be a diaphragm right here and this guy that's supposed to, you know, move, and must be supple enough to move, because she ran and it was running pretty good there. I'm like, no, it's gonna get too hot, I better shut her down, you know. So oh well, I wish Dad would be happy, although I don't think really used this thing a whole lot. He wasn't super mechanically inclined with stuff like this. So, but man, we got her going, didn't we? Sweet! I'm pretty happy with that, you know. It's sat on the garage floor down at the other garage for, like I said, at least 15 years since we ever used it. And man, the boat for this is like, it's too dark to go look now, but the boat for this is actually still in the bush. You know where we go back through here and then we go into the bush there? If you keep going more that way, it's in there behind a whole bunch of crap that's grown up. I'm sure there's trees growing through the trailer and the wheels will be all seized on it and everything. Holy smokes, it actually ran. That's pretty good engine, you know. Like I said when we looked at the inside of that, I'm like, wow, there's no scoring, there's nothing. The rings are looking pretty good on it, so you know, it's a good engine still. I don't really think there's a whole lot of time on it, to be honest, as in running time, but sitting yearly time, yeah, there's a lot of time on it that way. But I don't know, it's everything's, you know, it's a bit loose here Could be just that handle though, until things start to turn here, but you might take this off and maybe there's a bushings in there or something. Other than that, I don't really know a whole lot about these things, to be honest. I'm not a boat guy. Never really have been. I like boats. I'd rather live on a boat and be on a boat and be out in a boat rather than on land, but wow, even that worked. The old Bosch plug. That's a weird plug on them things, but man, that worked good. All right, we got a spillage here a little bit. There's going to probably be a stain there for a wee bit, but anyways. All right, well, pretty happy. I think we're going to be good with that. And we'll get a bucket ready. Next video, we'll get her into the bucket and get her in gear and in the bucket and see what happens. See how much we can stir up. So, sweet. All right, awesome. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Didn't take too long, but yeah, she was getting a bit warm there, so it's coming down a bit now, but that's, it gets pretty hot there. It runs pretty fast, gotta say. It's a pretty fast runner, so yeah, anyways, awesome. Thanks again. Catch us all later. We'll get a bucket here and see if she'll suck any water. And I'm just willing to bet it's probably got a bad impeller in her there in the water system, cooling system. I'm just thinking that it's probably not going to suck enough. So we potentially might not run it too long in the bucket, but we'll see. We shall see. It's a little bit tight there, bud. I think we're okay though. Those should have. Yeah, that's where they went. You'd think they'd have a thing to go through the thing there so it was a little more protected, but they don't. It's all solid there. That's your cylinder head there, attached to all the stuff to hold your coil and stuff, so it's pretty well built. Okay, gotta go. Thanks again. Catch us all later. You guys have a good day. We have success on the Mercury. Sweet.